science guy. Bill Nye the science guy.
Science rules.
Oh, hi, didn't see you there. Today we'll explore the phylum Chaetognatha and we'll start with some background information about this phylum, which is also known as arrowworms. The defining characteristics of this phylum are that the size of organisms ranges from 1 millimeter to 12 centimeters. Most species are transparent in colors and most organisms can attach to rocks and algae. Follow me. This phylum has about 100 different species and two main orders, Phragmorphora and Aphragmorphora. Now onto the anatomy of arrowworms. They have bilateral symmetry and lateral fins and a tail fin to help them swim. They can secrete a sticky mucus to attach to rocks for stability. They are deuterostomes. All Chaetognatha phylum species go through a larval stage when they are 0.3 millimeters long, and the lifespan ranges from 2 to 6 years.
Arrowworms are hermaphrodites, meaning that they have both male and female reproductive organs. They have the ability to self-fertilize or mate with one another by transferring sperm. The Phylum Chaetognatha relates to us humans more than we expect. They serve as prey to larger fish eaten by humans. They are also very abundant, so they are useful for research studies.
For the habitat of the arrowworms, about 1/5 of the species lives on the ocean floor, while others live in bedrocks because of their ability to attach to rocks and algae. All of the species are carnivorous predators and feed on mostly copepods and fish larvae. The cilia on their bodies can detect the prey, and then most will inject the prey with a toxin to kill it before they eat it.
Based on the 16S rRNA sequences, it was found that the phylum Chaetognatha originated closer to the beginning of time. It is on its own terminal node and does not have a sister taxon. This tree shows differences to the next tree because Mollusca is not placed next to Chaetognatha. In fact, Mollusca was the closest in the phylogenetic tree based on physical characteristics, as you will see next, and it was much farther in the tree based on DNA sequencing. In this tree, there are two sister taxa with the Annelida and Chordata and the Arthropoda and Mollusca. Maybe we can say that the two trees differ because the DNA sequences could have had a mutation for any of the phylums. A possible mutation could have caused these sequences to show incorrect connections between the phylums.
Chaetognatha are transparent, dart-shaped animals covered by a cuticle. The body is divided into a distinct head, trunk, and tail. They swim in short bursts where their tail fin assists them with jet propulsion. Although they have a mouth with 1 or 2 rows of tiny teeth, compound eyes, and a simple nervous system consisting of a ganglionated nerve ring surrounding the pharynx, they have no respiratory or circulatory systems. There are more than 120 modern species assigned to over 20 genera. And despite the limited diversity of species, the number of individuals is large. The closest relative to Chaetognatha by physical characteristics is the Mollusca phylum. Both phylums have cephalization, bilateral symmetry, and same locomotion. The Porifera is the furthest relative to Chaetognatha. Porifera have no symmetry, no cephalization, no locomotion, and no nervous system. However, they are similar in the fact that they both lack a digestive and circulatory system.
This tree is based on 18S rRNA collected and analyzed from Chaetognatha species on Pelican Island in Texas. As seen in the pink highlight, Chaetognatha are a sister taxon to Nemertodermatida. There is a contradiction to the tree we created using physical descriptions because Chaetognatha is not closely related to Mollusca, which can be seen further down. The earliest fossil of arrowworm dates back 542 million years ago. There are many different views on where Chaetognaths first originated, for example, whether they are pseudocollimates or collimates. There are uncertainties because of a lack of synapomorphies with other phylums. This tree may look different than the last two trees because of certain species located only on Pelican Island. The phylum Chaetognatha may appear to be simple at first, but there are still ongoing discussions on where this unique phylum should be placed on the phylogenetic tree.